We're back with DC News number 99, which is going to talk about, all sorts of wonderful things, including cancellations of the New 52 and the replacements that are going to come in to fill the void on the schedule. Also, we're going to go over to the Vertigo universe. We're going to talk about The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and DC's adaptation of that novel movie series. We're also going to talk about Rob Liefeld and the musical chairs he has creatively over at DC. He's doing other stuff. And Justice League issues 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all messed up, and we're going to straighten it all out. All that and more coming right up. The 20th every month is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality, and on the 20th, you can save 20% off everything I've got in the store. All my comics, trade paperbacks, action figures, statues, posters, supplies, gaming stuff, everything is 20% off on the 20th, except for this week's shipping and my buy-in-bulk supplies. But everything else is 20% off. So stop on down to Alternate Reality on the 20th of every month and save yourself 20% off.
Prepare yourself for some DC spewage. Yuck. Here's Comic Book Man and Bo.
It was a mistake to take that promotion, Admiral Crunch. DC Comic Book News, episode 99. Chronically Left Alone.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
DC News!
DC News! And DC News is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. That is a neighborhood of the city of Chicago, by the way.
It's right by the 500th Dunkin' Donuts in the Illinois area.
500th Dunkin' Donuts.
500!
You will see the...
That's a lot of crawlers.
Every aspect of humanity will go by.
We are kitty corner from the 500th Dunkin' Donuts in the city of Chicago.
Bring it on.
And DC News, like I said, is being brought to you by Alternate Reality. We're all new comics, including all my DC comics, all my new 52s, all my Vertigos are always 15% off every day for everyone. Oh, we're going to start off with the thing that you knew was coming from the new 52. Cancellations! That's right. They've killed a handful of titles.
But why does DC lie?
Well, no, they didn't say they were going to. They didn't lie, but you knew that.
They parsed the truth.
If you launch 52 books, you know some of them are not going to sell. Now, we had bets. I thought Almanac would be one of them. I thought Men of War. Well, DC decided to kill six books all at the same time.
6 books got greased by DC.
Men of War, which was on the death list. I had the death list. Mr. Terrific, which was dead on arrival.
Mr. Terrific sort of surprised me.
Almanac, written by Vice President Dan DiDio. Hey, well, we don't care about your stuff.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hawk and Dove.
That sort of surprises me.
Blackhawks.
That doesn't.
And Static Shock.
That surprises me. Static Shock and Mr. Terrific both surprised me because that was their two Afrocentric books, which were reaching out to the black community because DC's been trying to do this rainbow thing for a long time. That was their two black books, and they've killed both of them.
Well, no, you got Batwing.
Well, you've got Batwing, but that's actually a bad title. He's African American, but it's still a bad title.
Now, all these issues, all these books will be no longer in existence after the books ship in April.
Yeah.
But because DC says 52 is a really cool number, they announced 6 replacement books.
You know why 52 is a really cool number? Because that's as big as they want the line to be.
And actually they said consistently,
the only thing magical about 52 is we don't want to print 53.
52 and 52 Earths, which basically DC starts to hint because this is the new wave of 52. Now, part of this will be the JSA series, which is now called Earth 2.
Is JSA Earth 2 or just called Earth 2?
It's called Earth 2.
That's all.
Yep.
Not JSA, just Earth 2.
Nope, Earth 2.
Okay.
By James Robinson and Nicola Scott. World's Finest, which will have the Huntress and Power Girl stranded on our Earth, trying to get back to Earth 2. Okay. Which will be written by Paul Levitz with art shared by George Perez and Kevin Maguire. Okay. The Ravagers, which will be spinning out of Superboy, Legion Lost, and the Teen Titans, featuring teen superheroes on the run from back from the dead, Howard Mackie. Yes, Bob Harris found one more guy he used to work with at Marvel. Mackie hasn't done anything since the Clone Saga.
For those of you who don't remember, there actually was a book, Superboy and the Ravagers.
Yeah, there was.
Back in the mid to early 90s, right after they brought Superboy out, and he had his own series, they spun him off into a Superboy and the Ravagers, so he had 2 titles for a while. Because they didn't want to deal with the Clone and the Legion, but they wanted to stick Superboy in a team book, so they wound up with this thing called the Ravagers. It lasted, I think, 20 issues, 24 issues, something like that.
That book will be drawn by Ian Churchill.
Okay.
Batman Incorporated is coming back from Grant Morrison and Chris Burnham, and Burnham's been drawing and Morrison's been writing, so the book will be shipping on time.
Okay.
G.I. Combat Yes, it's back.
Yeah, well,
Which will feature The World of
makes
Time
sense.
Forgot from J.T. Kroll and Ariel Olivetti, with the rotating backup features The Unknown Soldier from Justin Gray, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Dan Panosian, and The Haunted Tank from John Arcudi and Scott Collins. And the last brand new book from DC is Dial H, which is a new version of Dial H for Hero from science fiction.
Sakama G.
Well, it won't be anything like that. It's written by author China Mieville and drawn by Matos Santaluoko.
Now, are they going to do this thing where you can send in your ideas for,
No.
for superheroes so DC can get in all
No.
sort of trouble for stealing
This is
copyrighted
going
ideas?
to be a darker version of Dial H, and it'll be edited by Vertigo editor Karen Berger.
Okay.
But it's a regular DCU book.
All number ones, right? When they release.
Yeah, they'll all be number ones.
I'll be new number one.
Even though Batman Incorporated, you really don't have to do that because Batman Incorporated did exist.
Yeah.
But you're going to do it anyway.
Well, Batman Odyssey existed too, but they managed to spin that off into a
Yeah, I
second
don't
series,
get that one.
even though it was a 12-issue miniseries.
But yeah, those are the six. Those are the six replacements for the 6 books that canceled. Bob Harris, DC's editor, said that they're always going to stick with the number of 52, and part of this new wave is going to be exploring the fact that there happen to be 52 Earths.
Is that like they said that they would commit to these books for at least a year?
The rumor that they always said was they were committed to 6 months, so these books are actually getting to 7. So they get some of these books had an extra month.
Is DC doing anything as far as promoting this goes? I mean, is this the new wave? You said new wave. Is this actually DC, the new 52, the new wave, or do they have any sort of tag to go with this thing to make you care about
the
it?
new 52 or the new DC. I mean, that's a term that was created by the comic press. But yeah, you're not going to get any TV ads or anything like that.
Well, no, but I mean, as far as on the masthead goes, or inter office, intercompany, promotion or anything.
Well, probably
You
not.
gonna set out a poster that says the replacements or something with it.
Although
there was actually yesterday posted DC's going to be getting a new logo. So maybe
Again?
the new logo,
Again?
a brand new logo,
Yeah, they're changing letters.
which is kind of artistically weird looking. But maybe these books will all have the brand new logo.
They're gonna put the C first.
It's like a DSC, and then supposedly there's like a part of the C being peeled off. It's also like really,
Oh, like a
pale.
scab.
It's really pale.
People love the swirly.
Like a scab.
Well,
in letters.
the logo apparently is going to be for not only DCU but DC Entertainment, so it's just this Universal company logo.
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, at the opposite end of the sales spectrum, Justice League is going to be getting a little bit of a shakeup.
Justice League is shipping a week late. Justice League number 5. It's supposed to ship
The
on the
first book
18th.
to fall
It
off
is
the
the
schedule.
first book to fall off the schedule. It is actually shipping on the 25th, a week late.
Weren't HUD supposed to roll when that happened?
Well,
I'm sure Jim Lee's head will roll.
Well, actually, no. From what I read, the fact that the book is late has nothing to do with Jeff Johns or Jim Lee. It's more the production end of the book.
What's the
which
problem with
means
the production end?
somebody screwed up, but it wasn't the creators. They actually turned in their work on time.
Yeah, you would think they would have the whole process of write the book, draw the book, send it to the printers down pat by now.
You'd think they would, but yeah, this is the first book. And actually, when Diamond broke the story first, the book was going to ship late.
Okay.
And then DC went out of their way to deny it. And then about a couple hours later, they went, yeah, book's going to ship late. First one.
So, Bo, Justice League number 8. Is Jim Lee drawing it?
No! Actually, Justice League number 5 is the last issue Jim Lee's drawing until 9.
Oh.
We already knew that Gene Ha was drawing issues 6 and 7, and Carlos Neanda is going to be drawing a single issue story in Justice League 8, which will feature Green Arrow trying to join the team. Then Jim Lee will come back with issue number 9 for an arc called The Villain's Journey. But DC's made it quite clear the fact that the book is late has nothing to do with the book not being turned in by the creators. They did their part. Someone on the production end screwed up. Now, whoever that person is, we don't know. But if DC announced somebody gets fired soon, maybe that'll be the person.
If for those of you who are wondering, the arc in issue number 9 will be called The Villain's Journey. Not The Village Journey. The Villain's Journey.
I think it's going to start the
because
Village.
you can't talk, which
It's
is
gonna
why
be
we put you on camera.
It's the
I
Village.
said Village.
I said Villain's
You
Journey.
said
He was
Village.
Well, we'll play it back. I thought
He
you
wasn't
said
listening well enough.
Play it back and
It'll
make a
star
liar
the
out of
Village
you.
people.
Liar.
Specifically
Liar.
the Indian.
I thought you said villains.
Meanwhile, we talked before about Hawk and Doug getting canceled, which of course would mean that Rob Liefeld's got some free time in his
Now, did-
schedule. Thank God DC found something for him to do.
He's going to be writing and drawing Deathstroke, which we told you about in the last update. And he's also going to be plotting both the Savage Dragon and Grifter. So you sort of
Savage
wonder,
Dragon.
I mean, the Savage Hawkman.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I was just gonna say,
Savage
you-
Dragon,
Lance
that's
Larson,
Image.
right?
Well,
That's
he'll probably help them out too. He's hanging out with the Image folks.
Yeah.
Now, Savage Hawkman is written
Yes.
by Tony Daniels, so
Okay.
I'm sort of wondering why Liefeld would have to come in and help plot a book that he's writing.
It's a mystery.
It's kind of weird. Now, Savage Hawkman, he said his first arc's going to deal with the fact that everybody in the world wants Hawkman's or Carter Hall's nth metal.
Why?
Because it's apparently very valuable, and he's the
Well,
only
you
one
can
who has
fly
it.
with it, but
Yeah,
outside
you can
of
do
that,
all that
who the hell cares?
And in his first arc on Grifter, we're going to see the return of the Wildstorm character, Deathblow.
Deathblow.
Coming back!
I've waited a very long time for.
Yes! I've been
Deathblow.
anxiously awaiting the return of Deathblow.
Where you been,
Oh
Deathblow?
man, I got a death blow once. I had to pay like
God,
$100. Nah, we don't
Oh,
do
that's
that.
right.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
He got bailed out of
Yeah,
jail.
let's just say I wish I was dead afterwards. Which is why it was called Death Blow.
Comic book man. Comic book man.
TMI.
Anyway,
How deep?
we're gonna wrap it up with a little trip to the Vertigo universe,
Thank you.
or the Vertigo into the DC universe, with
Well, we already told you that Vertigo is going to adapt the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo
Yes.
into a series of graphic novels.
that was a
We
previous one.
Yeah, we have a ship date. It's going to ship
Oh.
in November,
Hey,
right before November. And
right
it'll-
before the next film comes
right
out, number 2.
Well, the next film won't even start production until 2013.
Same
Oh,
characters?
okay.
Is
I
it same
thought
characters?
they were moving
Same
along a little
characters.
faster.
Well, no. The writer for the Dragon Tattoo is writing on the script, but David Finch is working on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and he won't even get to the next film until next year, so they're going to be waiting. We already told you that Denise Mina is writing it, Leonardo Manco is drawing it, Lee Bermejo is going to do the covers, and actually the cover's pretty cool.
Okay. And that's it.
That's all we got.
That's it. We're done.
Unless
We're finished
DC
around here.
cancel something else.
We got no more DC news, but you got the store's website. Check out all his DC news. Where's the store's website at? Where?
Sarah knows, but Jim Lee's telling her not to tell us.
You guys haven't been the same since you got back from that canoe trip. www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop at the store's website. Check out all his news, and until next time, this is Comic Book Man
This is Bo.
saying.
Bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.